AfterBuzzers, I'm Hayley Clover, your host. We have a lot of exciting stuff for you today. Not only are we covering episodes 5 and 6, we have businesswoman and amazing star of The Rich Kids of Beverly Hills, Dorothy Wang, with us. Yes, so stay tuned. You don't want to miss it.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
I like that sound. Perfect song. I like that sound.
I've never heard this.
Me neither.
It's new?
Yeah, newish.
Okay. Turning me on to more
I was
money.
gonna say
More money songs.
Thank you for introducing us.
Guys, Dorothy is here. Dorothy Wang is here with us in the studio.
I'm happy to be here.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Before we start, where can everyone follow you on social media? That way they can tweet along and ask you questions.
All my handles from Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, it's all Dorothy Wang. We keep it very official.
Easy enough. What's up, girl?
Hi, I'm Jennifer Leon, and you can find me at Jennifer Leon TV on Instagram and Twitter.
I'm Erica Shannon, and you can find me on Twitter at Miss Airy Baby and on Instagram at Miss Airy Baby LA.
Ooh, Miss Airy Baby.
I stole it, took it from Carrie a little bit, but that's okay.
That's okay. We like it. We still got the music going.
I like it.
Like,
keep it going.
It's mellow.
Yeah.
It's not too obnoxious.
Right.
Because some of the money songs are too obnoxious. This is like kind of a little...
Yeah, this is appropriate.
More casual, yeah.
Okay.
I was going to say, where do you usually play this song? Just in the car?
In the car.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cruising.
I just listen to the radio, actually. So or XM, so whenever it's actually on.
Oh, I miss my XM so much in my new car. They didn't have it, like with the free trial.
Yeah,
it was awful.
I had a trial, and then one day it went away, and I was like, what? And then I had to wait for like 10 days for them to put it back on.
Secret, because I worked with them for a little, if you don't renew, and then don't renew when they keep asking you, becomes like $1 a month.
Really?
Oh, fun fact.
Fun fact, just so for everyone out there. But thanks for coming on. We have so much to talk about. I know, Erica, we're going to get into Bianca later. Don't worry. We know you've been on the edge of your seat deciding what you think.
Yeah.
So we'll get into that later. But let's start with episode 5, Skeletons in the Closet. And we can start with your Birkin bag since you wore one today, which was fun. Estimated at about $250,000,
Which is cute.
Yeah,
It's cute.
just a small $250. But that was just the ones that were there.
Yes.
You have more, correct?
Yes.
That's amazing. Do you have one favorite one?
I actually got a new one that's really cute, and it's like a baby pink mini
nice.
with gold hardware. I haven't worn it yet.
Are you saving it for something
I don't know
special?
why I've been saving. My mom's like, "What are you doing? Just wear it." I'm like, I don't know why I haven't worn it yet.
Waiting for that special
Yeah,
occasion.
I feel like it's not really summer yet. Like I want to wear it on a day when it's like sunny outside. I feel
Makes
like the
sense.
moment hasn't come yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still not. It hasn't been warm consistently for like a whole week yet.
Yeah, it's been gloomy.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe July. We
Yeah.
have that June gloom. That weird
Yeah.
Okay, well that was fun to see because we know, we hear you talk about those bags and everyone talk about those bags on the show, and I wouldn't have known how much they were worth, each one specifically. So that was fun to watch.
Was it or was it obnoxious?
No,
it
not
was
at
fun.
all.
Yeah, it was.
No,
it was
it was cute.
No, it's just you. So
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. I don't think so much about it. People commented on the first episode when I'm in my room. We have a little sleepover in my room. There's just like Birkins everywhere, like all over, because they just kind of overtook my house.
Do you get a lot of like hate tweets for that kind of stuff?
Not really anymore. I feel like now people have gotten used to it,
Right.
or maybe they like see other sides of me where they know that like I don't really think that much about them. So I feel like it's evened out now.
Sure.
I wanted to ask you, do you have another brand that you love? Like,
I
is
love
it just
Chanel. I love a
Yeah.
lot of other things. Like I love the Givenchy little side bags, and I love Saint Laurent. I love, I love Chanel. I love a lot of other things, but I think that I just happen to have a lot of Hermes, and I feel like my mom has loved Hermes, and so I kind of grew up with it, and I feel like that's like the bags that people like always want to talk about with me. But I do, use other brands too.
Was your
wondering.
Yeah, no, that's a good question. Was your mom a total fashionista? when she was, your age and growing up?
Yeah, I think that I just remember after school, she would make me go shopping with her, and I would hate it, and she would have to get me this little burger and a milkshake to go at the
cute.
end, or the store people would entertain me and stuff, and so yeah, I think growing up you don't really. When you're little, I think that you think it's so boring, and I remember just swinging around the chair. So I always joke, Mom, you created the monster.
Right.
So you can never complain about my shopping ever again.
That's so true.
That's hilarious. You said that on the show, and I died laughing.
Well, some other people that were shopping, we have Morgan and Brendan going to, find some more stuff for their registry. And, oh God, I just love Susan.
I love her.
She's great. Poor little Susan, they tell her that they almost eloped in Vegas.
I felt like she almost had a heart attack, even with the idea of it. Yeah,
I think she did.
Minor.
I think that also she's been so involved in the planning.
Yeah.
So for all that to go to waste, for them to just elope in Vegas.
Tell us a little bit about that elopement. What was it? How funny was it? You guys were obviously just totally wasted.
Wait, so you can tell, right? I was watching back and I was like, whoa.
My favorite was when you were yelling out of the limo,
Dorothy, get inside.
And Brendan's just trying to talk to me, and you're like, "Where's the after party? What should we do?" And no, it was after my birthday, so it was a lot of fun. And we went back to my room we were gonna just go freshen up, and then I think go somewhere else. And then Brendan kind of had this idea to elope, and he sprung it on us. We're all like, what? How do you even get there? At least it's Vegas, so there's limos, and I think they have a direct route to the chapel. But it just didn't feel right, and you could tell we're all we were falling down the aisle. My dress was almost nip slipping the whole night. I was like, this just does not feel right.
Was it in a super sketchy part of town? The chapel?
I think it's a little white chapel. It was probably 20 minutes from the Strip.
Okay.
There were even some of our other friends, Sachi. Well, this is a little behind the scenes. Sachi actually threw up outside of the chapel. So that's when you know. Or no, it was Bobby that threw up. I think Sachi peed outside the chapel.
Oh, that's even better.
So that's when you know, probably it's not. It's not good. It's not
the right time.
No.
Well, it's good that you guys didn't let all of the drama that night ruin the rest of the night, because that would have been such a waste.
And I've had so many ruined birthdays. I think. Especially last season, I don't know if you guys are longtime viewers. Last season was a very hard birthday for me.
Yes.
And so I think that in the back of everyone's mind, everyone's always nervous around my birthday time. If something goes down, she's going to have another ruined birthday. So I think that after the initial thing happened, everyone kind of was okay, we got to pick it up and make sure the rest of the time is fun.
Yeah. Well, even Morgan, I think, mentioned, right? Oh God, her birthdays.
Yeah,
she was already in advance. Yeah. Before it even got started. But like you're saying, it did look like it was just the very beginning, and then you had many, many hours left.
Yeah,
of
and I think
good
that
times.
Sometimes, when something as ridiculous as that happens, you just kind of have to move on. We were all there for my birthday to have a good time, and if someone doesn't want to participate, then.
So let's talk about the security.
Yeah.
So obviously, Bianca has her own security guard, which, in my opinion, couldn't save anybody. The guy looked like he was totally glazed over the entire night.
No, he's good. I've actually used him before.
Really?
Me and my friends have used him for Coachellas, and him and his family and his team for Coachellas. They actually did my birthday in Vegas 3-4 years ago. So I knew him actually, but I just didn't know that he was coming.
Okay, and then did you already set up a different type of security for you guys already?
Yeah, so I was doing an appearance, and so in my appearance, I had a security guard also. So I did have security, and we are on a show, there's a lot of people around, so yeah, I didn't think that security was an issue.
No, I mean, I don't think it was as much, someone wanting security there. It's just how it all kind of went down.
Yes.
Or how it was, approached, the situation was approached.
Do you think that Johnny stirs the pot a little bit? I'm just going to come out and say it.
Just get right to it.
I think that all of us have a tough time holding back our feelings and and so I think that Johnny does kind of call people out a little bit, but that's part of his personality. And I think that it was just something, I think that I didn't know, but they kind of talked about it already at dinner before I got there. And I think that he was pulling out chairs, and it was just different. I don't know. I think that Johnny just couldn't hold it in and wanted to call her out on it.
I see. And kind of protect you at the same time.
Yeah, I think he meant to kind of maybe felt that she was overstepping, and by bringing him, and kind of wanted to say something, but it kind of backfired on him, and Bianca then threatened to kick him out of my party with the security, which is when I had to step in because it's my birthday. you can't have your security kick out my guest.
Right.
That's kind of the only, because in the beginning I was like, she's not really doing anything harmful.
Right.
What am I going to say? You're not allowed to bring a security, but when you're going to start using your security against my friends, I think that's when, as a host, you kind of have to step in and say, it's a little weird that you brought someone.
And that happened really fast on the show. Was it like that in real life?
It escalated very quickly.
Okay.
Yeah, so it went,
it was like snap, snap, snap.
Snap, snap, snap,
Yeah.
and back and forth, and then suddenly I was jealous, and I was like, what happened?
Right.
Yeah.
I felt like that's a go-to statement. Just, yeah.
It didn't make any sense, though.
None.
It was very like
That's
reality
why.
show 101.
Right.
Like what you say in your fight on
Very
a reality show.
VH1. Got it. Yeah, no, I felt that.
It just really came from nowhere. And so I think it's unfortunate that she felt like she had to bring a security. If it was a security issue, I wish that she kind of would, tell me I don't feel safe or something.
Right.
But yeah, I can't really speak on her actions and why she, says and thinks the things that she does.
Mm-hmm. Well, it didn't even seem like it was the actual safety part of things. It was wanting to cut the bathroom line.
Yeah.
Which I don't
That's the only
understand.
thing
Does
she
that
said
actually
She
about
work?
confirmed that in the last one.
Does that
That's
actually
my
work?
question.
If you have security, can they move people out of the way?
No, I mean
never
it's a
seen
little
it.
rude. I personally don't like to do that because I just feel like if there's girls waiting there and I'm gonna haul through with it's just a little rude, and then half the people are our fans and they know us and then it's
Right.
and to stand and wait. But usually this is what I usually do is that if you're really connected in Vegas and stuff, they'll just take you to the private bathroom so you don't need a security.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To cut the line because they're taking you to the different bathroom, which is usually how I do it.
There you go.
So it was for show.
I think that she really wanted him to take her to the bathroom and park the red C's
Okay.
for her. But I think that it was probably also like I said in the show too. I felt like she wanted to come in and show up and show out. I had a lot of people there, a lot of friends there. It was kind of her first trip with us, and I feel like she wanted to, show something to people, and she did it.
Now that I can understand because it probably would be very hard to come into the group that's been, on the show now for 3 seasons and has a fan base and, knows how everybody interacts with each other. And then you don't want to be the person that comes in and is just now the new kind of boring cast member or, whatever it is.
I feel like I knew her for, I was friends with her. I know her, and I don't think that anything about her is really boring. I think that, unfortunately, a lot of the stuff that is happening now is kind of taking over the girl that, I was friends with.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Are
Which is
you?
unfortunate.
So you're not currently friends with Bianca?
No.
Okay.
We haven't spoken.
Since the show aired, or since that night where you guys talked?
Since a
and sat
little
down?
bit after my birthday. We
Okay.
haven't really spoken.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Well, we'll talk more about that later because more happens in episode 6. But some more fun stuff in episode 5. Keep it light for a little bit. Brendan goes cake tasting with his mom and Sachi, which I thought the whole thing was really funny.
Yeah.
Sachi is hilarious. I think I would love that kid.
Sachi, I always joke, I always think Sachi's an alien. We love Sachi, but he's just so weird, right? And I think that actually this season, I was texting Morgan, our producer, about it, this season, Sachi's actually a human. I don't know, because before he was so off, because he's just in space. I always think he's in outer space. We love him, but the things that he says and he does, we don't get it. But now this season, I feel like he's pulling it back a little bit.
Okay. No, he's funny.
He's funny.
I like him.
He hadn't tried a bunch of different kinds of cake, and he said
Have you never eaten carrot cake?
and he loves Betty Crocker.
I was gonna say Betty Crocker frosting. I was
Betty Crocker.
yes.
The woman's face was like,
Yeah, that's blasphemy in there.
Yeah, she was like,
okay.
go make your own funfetti.
Yeah.
And then Brendan's mom, we don't see too much on the show, so that was a nice, little cameo. And she gets in a little bit on the action when we start talking about Morgan's book, Boobs, Lubes, and Blowjobs.
Probably the last person that would like that title.
Right.
But
second after Susan. We haven't seen her tell Susan yet,
oh no.
right?
I don't think right.
We
yeah.
haven't. Oh man, yeah.
Oh,
Brendan's
shoot.
mom was mortified.
Yeah.
I mean, absolutely upset about it. But so was Brendan.
Right.
You know, he
right.
definitely did not take that news super well right in the beginning. And I think that I can understand exactly why he's nervous about it. And so I don't know. What do you think about the title?
It's really weird. When she told me, that was just always a name that I heard being thrown around. So I wasn't shocked by it. And now it's like, oh, that's the name of the book. I wasn't as taken aback by it as everyone else for some reason. Maybe because
I kind of expect that from Morgan,
and
it
I
makes
think
sense.
that I just casually heard her talking about it, so I kind of. It wasn't like an announcement to me. I just like heard it when she was like on the phone talking to people, and like, oh, this is gonna be my book. So I don't know. I don't think that, I know that she's gotten a crazy reaction from it. But now when I think about it, I'm like, oh yeah, that is, a little bit maybe pushing the envelope. But I think that that's her personality. She's pushing the envelope. And I think, honestly, it just is catchy. And it sounds cute together. And that's, kind of, I think.
I'll totally read it.
I was going to say, if you're passing it on a shelf in a store, that's going to make you go, oh, what's that about?
Yeah.
Yeah, if nothing else. Boobs, lubes, and blowjob. Ooh, that's kind of
It has such a ring to it, though, I feel like.
And it's good, though, that I remember Jennifer said that it wouldn't be on Walmart shelves. Well, it's not her audience, though.
Yeah,
at Walmart.
Correct.
So, I mean, I feel like she'll still sell really, really well if she goes with that title.
Yeah.
But did you know Morgan during that time?
I knew of Morgan. We weren't as close as we are now. We kind of had similar social circles. We ran in the same circles, but we had a different core group of friends. So I didn't really know her that. I feel like I saw the tail end, when Morgan and I talk about the relationship that she was in and how heartbreaking that was for her. I remember I was there kind of around that time, and I could see that. Yeah.
I remember that you started your relationship when you were working out together.
Yeah, we used to go to Spin together and sit outside Spin literally for an hour and chit chat, and they'd be like, "Hey, we're cleaning up, that's time to go, kids." But we just sit and talk about our love lives and everything going on.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited to hear about her. Well, I'm not excited to hear about her heartbreak, but I'm excited to learn more about that. That story, because we don't hear the details of it.
We just see Morgan now, buttoned up and perfect, and
the best part is that she owns it, and I think that it is. I've talked to her about it a lot, and it is something that a lot of girls go through, and a lot of people can relate to. And I think that everyone would, want to know how she got to be the person that she is today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah,
I think
and it's such a transformation, too, so it'll be interesting.
And I like that she has her website to go back to. It's like everybody 10 or so years ago had a journal.
Live journal.
Yeah, or even a handwritten journal, to go back to and reminisce. And she has actual, pictures and, articles and stuff like that she has to refer back to and put in her book. Yeah. Which is really nice.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm excited to see. That. I would say that I'm excited to see her wedding dress, but we got to see it finally. We're excited for the special to come out, but she looked stunning. Oh my God, her hair and makeup was beyond perfect.
Perfect.
How was her wedding?
It was so fun.
Yeah.
And it was just everything that we thought that it was going to be.
Okay.
And it was so fun. It was beautiful. And it was just, when you're friends with someone, it's different. It's when it's your best friends getting married, there's a whole different feeling than when you're just attending a wedding, know? So I think that it's sometimes people ask me, I kind of get I have a loss of words and I don't know. I'm just it was so beautiful and it was so, I don't know. And it's just, you're just so happy for your friends to, kind of solidify their union.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's a great way to explain it. Yeah. Perfect words.
Thank you.
Well, when we see in episode 6, you talk a little bit, at the end about how you don't know how you're going to get up and give a speech. So you did give a speech at the wedding?
No.
No, you did not.
No.
Okay.
But I was going to say also, I'm happy that I did end up going to the wedding because for a minute or more than a minute, it was an important decision that I kind of had to make.
Okay.
I see.
I'm glad you went too.
Yeah. And you had a good time.
Yes.
So was there any drama going on then, or did people kind of...
No, I don't think that there was any drama, no.
Good.
Yeah, everyone's there. And that's the reason why I was going back and forth on, should I go to the wedding or not? Because, Morgan and I do, we went through some really bad issues with our friendship and our relationship. And I didn't know if it was, for me to be appropriate to go to her wedding if I wasn't feeling 100% about our friendship. I'm the type of person, I wouldn't want someone at my wedding or anything that I do if they're not 100% all about me, love me right now. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like you should be surrounded by positivity at a wedding, and I don't want to be standing at the altar being like, oh my God, I'm still kind of mad at her. Like, you know what I mean? So, yeah. So, but I'm really happy that I did end up going.
Good. But yeah, I was thinking like the Roxy issue. They just didn't go there, just didn't invite her, and then, just start any drama or anything like that. It's all filled with love and all good.
Exactly.
And you guys still aren't talking to Roxy, or how's that?
No, I don't really have a relationship with her, no.
Well, it's good that that everything's going on in this season that's fun and happy and light, and I'm glad that everyone's moved past.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, friendships are just like anything else. They totally change.
Yeah.
And you have to adapt to, whatever situations. And it sucks a lot of the times.
Yeah.
I know, but, it's also super rewarding when, you do find those really close friends. I think I saw a different side of you when I was watching this past episode. A little bit more maybe emotional or vulnerable than I've seen before, which I really enjoyed watching.
I feel like I'm emotional and vulnerable every season. Like, I'm always the one crying. Before this season, I remember I was like, I'm not gonna cry. And so this past episode, you can see I'm like trying to hold it in, because I was like, I'm not gonna be the crying girl anymore. I'm not gonna be the crying girl anymore. But
I don't know.
you
There's
have to just let your emotions out.
A difference between crying about, maybe some sort of drama and crying about, some maybe personal issues you've dealt with before in the past or growing up. So yeah, I think it was just very relatable this past episode, which was really nice. And you talking about maybe not knowing if you're ever going to find that super close friend.
I was going through some stuff then. It was and I am a very it's weird because people don't expect it out of me. I get deeply emotional. So when I get upset about something, I get really upset about it. Sure. And then maybe the next week I'm over it and I'm over it. It's just, so at that time, I was really going through a lot of self-reflection and just wondering why is this all happening to me? Why did I think, and it was more than just with Morgan. I was going through issues with Bianca also. I did just have a breakup with my boyfriend. It was more than just one thing. It was a lot. And then I get into a very big space. I get into a space of why is this all happening? Am I doing something wrong? So it really was a very tough time for me. And I did a lot of self-reflection and,
Do you feel like you came out on the other side stronger though?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's awesome and something to, learn from. And
I think that I am also very easily disappointed by people. And I don't know, I talked to Johnny about it too, and Johnny's like, yeah, I don't know why people do always kind of hurt you and fuck you over, me included, So it's not me making it up. He's like, yeah, no, it is true. I don't know why, and I love you and I'm so sorry. And so I was actually really embarrassed for people to see the episode yesterday.
Oh, I don't think you should be.
Really, I was very embarrassed because I don't ever want to be pitied, and I just didn't want people to feel bad for me and pity me. I don't know. I'm not about playing victim. So
every girl.
Comfortable.
No. Every girl goes through it. I think that as you grow older too, friends change, people change. You just happen to be on camera.
Yeah.
And it's don't feel bad at all. And a lot of people were tweeting hugs to you.
Virtual hugs. I love virtual hugs.
That's awesome. No, we all love you, and don't ever think that anyone's ever pitying you. I don't think that anyone would.
No, I think it made it much more relatable, like we were talking about.
Yes.
I can't relate to you having $250,000 worth of Birkin bags, but I can relate to you, in that sense, which is really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just very real moments that make you say, okay, I'm not the only one who's going through this right now. Yeah.
And then back to real moments with you and Johnny going grocery shopping in the Chinese grocery store.
Johnny's hysterical.
Johnny is so funny.
Johnny came on the show last season, and I had a blast with him. I mean, he's just crazy.
Yeah, no, he's funny.
He's amazing. Well, and I actually told him last season, I saw him at Ralph's, and I was really surprised that he shopped at Ralph's. I thought he would
grocery
shop
shopping.
Yes, and I thought I would see him at Whole Foods or Bristol Farms.
He's
and
not a Whole Foodser.
No, and he was like, why would I go to Bristol Farms and get cereal for $10 when I could get it for $2 across the street at Ralph's? And I was like, love you for that.
Johnny loves the pavilions too.
Okay. Yeah,
That's a good one.
That's his stomping ground.
Where is
David
your go-to place?
I like the Whole Foods, and I'll go to Whole Foods. I'll also go to Ralph's, and sometimes I'll go to like Trader Joe's for the snacks.
Ooh, what Trader Joe's snacks? Because they're my favorite.
I love like the herbed popcorn from Trader Joe's. I love like the different dried fruits, and like I'm into like all these like seaweed tangle things now because I'm like trying to be a little bit healthier.
Okay, I was gonna say those are all the healthy snacks. I get like the giant tub of Trader Joe's cookies, mini chocolate chip cookies.
Oh yeah. Well, you can do that.
But they're so good. I try to take them to work
for like my guests.
Yeah. No, that never works out. I finish the whole tub. I have to leave them at work. It's okay.
Wait, don't you work at
I work at a fitness studio.
Yeah.
That's the ironic part.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's like a reward once everybody's done to just grab a cookie.
But I have offered them to the members as they come out, and they're like, "Are you kidding me?" I'm like, "Sorry, sorry."
It's so great.
I'll try to do better. You do Pilates, right? I think you Snapchatted something the other day. It's on Robertson. Is that the one you went to? I've been there before. It was cute.
I like it.
Yeah.
I've tried some other studios, but I like that one the most. I do a lot of different workouts. I do like spinning. I'll do berries. I'll do hot yoga. I'll do Pilates.
Nice.
Sorry, really.
No, Dorothy's amazing. She's a little under the weather, but she still came in to talk to you guys. So I don't know if you're getting any tweets of questions.
Let me look.
She'll look. And we can talk a little bit about Brendan's bachelor party in the meantime.
Yes.
Yeah.
The survival of the fittest. Funny. And also really funny to see that these guys totally hated the entire situation. That was like
I don't
awful
know if
for them.
everybody hated it. I know Sachi and
I don't
Johnny
think any of them
hated
were
it.
into it though. You know, well,
That
the one guy
rappelling-
with the flint, he was like really good at it.
And the rappelling, they seemed very excited when people would make it down to the bottom.
That's
but
true.
Johnny just rappelling down and not being able to get back to the rock. It was glorious. I loved every minute of it.
I like how Johnny was just like, where's the real Cabo? I need a drink and a beach. Let's make this happen now. And then Sachi pulled it together, and then they're like, okay, this is what we wanted.
Sachi cutting his hand on the giant machete.
That was hilarious. Immediately, within 2 minutes.
I was going to say that was a too much money moment.
When you've
when you've never handled a knife.
You know, you have too much money when you've never had to use your own knife.
Yeah.
I mean, that was funny. And he actually looked like he cut himself kind of bad.
Yeah, it looked serious.
Yeah. It was really bleeding out.
Or how about the survivalist guy's name is Michael Hawk, or Mike Hawk.
He was giving me
Amazing.
like Bear Grylls a little bit,
Yeah.
sticking with the animal theme, but I was like, okay, calm down. It's not that serious.
I don't know if I would have expected Brendan to be so into the Discovery Channel and all of that, like,
He made us all
really
go
manly
to
stuff.
He made us all go to Wyoming last year.
That's true.
That's true.
We're like, what? Because I think that he has this outdoorsy side.
Okay, that makes sense. Doesn't he have a house there?
Yes,
Or is-
his dad
okay,
has a house
that's it.
So I'm getting a lot of questions, but they don't really have to do with the show per se.
Oh, well, you can answer
Just
whatever
like
you want.
general questions. How do you decide on what kind of makeup you'll be wearing for the day?
Oh, perfect.
I kind of just my face kind of will change depending on who is doing my makeup. It's weird. Like each person, like I look like a different person. So a lot of times people are like, "Oh my god, you got so much work done. Like you look so different." Like literally, it's all the same underneath. It's just whoever is doing it makes me look a little different. So, how do I decide on what makeup I'm wearing for the day? Depends on where I'm going, what outfit I'm, and like what kind of vibe I'm channeling. I like to play with my look a lot. So I like kind of like a lot of different things. Sometimes I'll do a more like intense wing liner, sometimes, a little softer.
Do you ever do your own makeup?
I'm not that good at it.
Okay. Me either.
So sometimes I just, I literally am either in no makeup, like I pencil in my brow and wear mascara and maybe a little bronzer and that's it, or I'm in like a full beat.
Okay.
And you see that on the show. Like sometimes I'm like, and other times I'm like so I like to just sometimes not have it. I probably only get my makeup done like 3 days a week maybe. I like to still have my real face so have people see it, so it's not like a shock the one day I don't wear makeup. I'm like on the head of like all the headlines of like everything.
Right.
Okay, hold on. What else? What's my ultimate dream guy? Everyone always asks me this. I don't know. I like guys that are fun with big personalities. I like people that are, that have a lot of stuff going on, that are driven, that are smart, that can like teach me some things and
Right.
like maybe like work in a different industry and yeah.
I think Morgan was spot on when she said you're going to marry a businessman.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's necessarily going to be Asian.
I don't know.
that's
I
open
really
for
don't know
discussion.
either. Yeah.
But yeah, I can see him definitely being a businessman. Because don't they always say you end up marrying a guy like your father?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh.
I-
Good observation.
I'm gonna leave that personal aside. Okay.
Except for extreme situations. Yeah.
Dorothy, if I could ask you a question
yes.
about your reunion.
Yes.
My reunion's coming up.
10 year?
Yeah,
Okay.
later this year. So, do you have any words of advice, encouragement, or because I was kind of feeling the same way you were?
I think, like, I was a little bit nervous, but I feel like everyone is more or less the same. And it's weird. You step into that room, and, like, even though so much has happened, you just feel like you're back to your old self, and everyone is still standing in their little groups, and everyone's nicer now. I feel like when you're young, when you're in high school, everyone's kind of mean to each other. And I think that as you get older, you know, get a little wiser, and you get a little bit nicer. And I think that everyone is just happy to see each other and catch up and reminisce. It wasn't so much about, like, what are you doing now? It was like, oh my God, remember that time? And, like, you kind of sit around and get lost in the past. And it was such a fun night, and it was such a fun way to, like, reconnect with some people from high school I haven't seen in a while.
Okay, good. I'm
Just
very
go
excited.
and have fun with
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
It's not nerd. Yeah, I mean, these people know you. You know what I mean?
That's
They've
true.
known you for, like, from 7th grade to 12th grade. So, yeah, there's nothing to be
Yeah.
nervous
And I
about.
feel like with Facebook and stuff now, they're kind of following you anyway.
Yeah.
You know, like
hope
you can
so.
follow along.
Like here,
Yeah. It's
it's not
watch
like
here.
a total
Yeah,
shock. Like all of a
and yeah,
sudden
what are you
show up.
scared of? I'm like, excuse me, I host a television show. I'm a host. Maybe you can catch me on. Yeah.
Yeah, follow me
I
out.
love that you were in your cheerleading uniform. It was so cute.
I'm just happy it fit.
That's amazing that you still have that.
I keep everything. I'm like such a hoarder. I have everything still, like, in storage and
It's
stuff.
memories.
Yeah.
It's good.
It was such a big part of my life. Like, I literally was like, and we thought we were in Bring It On. We were like in a cheer camp. It was like our
Yes.
lives.
Oh my gosh, wait, Brendan made a Bring It On reference. I'll
Oh
get
my
the
God.
door.
Oh, that was awesome.
Yeah.
So we were on it was EJ's birthday over the weekend, and we were on our way to this after party. I was so tired. I was like, I don't even really want to go. And he was like looking at me, he's like, Dor, guess what I just watched? Bring It On. And Dor sounds a lot like Tor. And Tor is the captain. So you are the captain, and you are going to lead us into this party. And I was like, Brendan.
That was the best. That was the best.
He's the sweetest.
And then you're like, fine, now I have to.
Yeah, I'm like, well, yeah, bring it on. And, like, he loved it. He's like, it's such a well-made movie.
Was that the first time he had seen? I guess that
I
was
think
first
it
time.
was the first time he saw it.
Oh my god.
Okay.
That is a classic.
Yeah,
That's
it
awesome.
never gets old.
You have to
Yeah,
watch
it's
it.
No, it's amazing. So we don't have too much time left, but I want to ask what your overall thoughts are on this season, and you know what you took away from this season that might be a little different than other seasons in the past.
I think this season, unfortunately, is not as light and fluffy, and you know what I mean. There's a different vibe this season. I say that like this, like I haven't let my parents watch this season. 'Cause I just
okay.
like we go through more adult things, and I just feel like they don't want to see their daughter, you know, maybe having a friend around that isn't treating them that good and going through, but you know what I mean? So there's just a lot of that stuff. And I just think that, you know, we're a little bit more grown up. I think that the things that we fight about are a lot more real. Yes, we still fight about bodyguards and stuff like that, but there are more serious issues. And like, you know, we're just older and a little bit wiser. And I think that we are also more protective of each other and the original family that, you know, has been doing this and growing together for so many years.
Sure. And what can we as fans look forward to for the rest of the season?
The rest of the season, I mean, next episode, we go to Miami for Morgan's Bachelorette,
that'll be fun.
and, you know, I have to deal with a lot of the stuff that Bianca told me about Morgan. And for me, even, it's a lot, like, I really did go through a lot of, like, internal feelings. Like, why would she tell me this? Does she have intentions to tell me this? Like, you know what I mean? So there's a lot that I was going through on that trip that you see. So it's kind of funny because I'm in Miami, like, supposed to be having fun. I'm just, like, kind of, like, not fully there. And I do, you know, confront Morgan, and I do have to talk to her about it because before I told Morgan, I needed to kind of deal with it and know how I really felt about it before I, like, expressed it to her. Because I'm just not really, I feel like a lot of people kind of are going to scream and yell and flip tables, and I'm just really not that person. And sometimes people think that it's, like, soft or weak, but it's just, I just didn't grow up screaming and yelling and being a little, you know what I mean? I will think things through, and once I make my decision, then I will give you one cohesive line and be like, I'm done with you, and that's it. You know, so I think I just have a different way of dealing with things, and I think that a lot of people I see from my social media like want me to like, you know, girl, like you should do this, you should like, you know, slay, like kill him, like whatever, but like it takes me time to get to like my decision, and so you kind of see me, you know, work through everything.
And so we do have of you and very mature of you.
We do have at the bachelor party. You do see. Oh wait, you guys saw my champagne or my sparkling wine.
Yes.
Rich and bubbly. The name is like the best part, I think. And it's a bachelorette party, and and then more or less the wedding. My mom does kind of come on next episode.
Yay.
I think. Yeah. People love the moms, the parents.
I do. I love seeing
But my
parents.
mom now is kind of like, you know, I don't know if I want to be on. I'm just getting recognized a little too much.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It's true. Even my housekeeper, Elma, she like gets stopped at Target, Costco. Like
No
people ask,
way.
yeah. She's big back home in the Philippines too.
Oh,
That's
wow.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, well, good for her.
Yeah, right?
I know.
That's awesome. Do you guys have any specific questions you really wanted to ask?
Mine was really
Dorothy?
just about the reunion.
Yeah, that's good.
Very excited for it, so.
I asked my big questions already, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going through.
I wanted to play a little game with you.
Okay.
Quick little game of Would You Rather.
Okay.
But would you rather like normal people problem questions?
Okay. I'm very normal though.
No, you are.
Okay.
So maybe like middle class people questions. Would you rather shop at Sears or JCPenney's?
I don't think she
I
knows
don't
the
know.
difference.
Sears has the Kardashian collection.
Do they? I didn't even know.
JCPenney, yeah. Yeah.
Sears.
But where is, yes.
I don't even know if they
Sears.
have them here in LA, to be honest.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's not my fault.
Sears has good.
Sears sells like, appliances.
Appliances. Yeah, I'll get appliances there.
Okay.
Sears.
Okay. Would you rather wear faux leather or faux fur?
Faux fur.
Why?
Because I feel like faux leather has a really, like, it makes a sound. And it has that weird sheen. But faux fur, a lot of faux fur things are really cute.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. That's true. And a lot of
It's not
celebrities
because
don't
I'm
like
vegan or anything. It's
Okay.
just
Yeah.
for a specific reason.
Okay. Would you rather spend your time painting your own nails or cleaning your own car?
I think I would be better at cleaning my car than painting my nails. I'm very big on nails. So
I know.
I would
I
like the
Yeah.
professionals to do them. Yeah.
We see in your snaps. And this is the
I'm
matte
really big on-
finish.
yeah, this is the matte finish. They're a little shorter now. I've been going, yeah.
I like them. They're cool. This is just taking it back to high school, but maybe not even your high school, so let's see. Do you rather drink Natty Light or Keystone beer?
I don't drink beer.
Okay.
Okay.
But
out.
yeah.
It's out.
So neither.
They're both
I don't really like
awful
beer. I
and
feel like
taste
probably
like
in high
pee and
school.
water.
In high school, I'd probably drink anything.
Yeah.
You know, Red Cup. I was like, okay.
Right, exactly. Well, Dorothy, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for
a lot
having
of fun.
me
Yeah, thank you so much.
I'm
Thanks
glad
for
you guys
giving us
are,
the-
you know, enjoying the show.
Yeah,
yeah.
always.
No, this is the super fan show.
Yeah.
And we all
Really?
love it. Yes, everyone tuning in loves you and loves the show.
Aw,
Yeah, you'll have to
thank
check the
you.
YouTube channel.
Yeah.
They comment along
Yeah.
the entire show and then after, which is really fun. And where can they find you again on social media?
At Dorothy Wang.
Perfect.
I'm Jennifer Leone, and you can find me at Jennifer Leone TV.
Erica.
I'm Erica Shannon, and you can find me on Twitter at Miss Airy Baby and on Instagram at Miss Airy Baby LA.
And I'm Hayley Clover. You guys can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Hayley Clover. And if you're not subscribed already to the YouTube channel, go ahead and hit subscribe for AfterBuzz. We have some amazing videos besides just this panel that you can follow along with. So we will see you next week. Thanks.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.